Hello. So this will be a new video on on it's kind of a new start, like after the not watch. I don't know if you've watched the episodes and all, but this is like a continuation of what we started. So this video is for you who is interested in bettering himself, herself. So I suggest the standing up a lot, standing up, doing night watch, and watching astrology, standing up to not miss the positive vibes of the full moon. Yeah, yeah, like probably one night a month is enough for that. But then, then, then you probably will need some stretch, like after being kind of immobile for a long time, so I found this for me since I do a lot of boxing, and I'll usually like do some jabs to relieve some stress on my spine. But now I have this sword, and I must say I'm very happy ever since I got this. So whenever I can't sleep, I have this little toy thing that I play with. Yes, kind of just like choke, choke, choke. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. So I play with this. I Yes, and I like how do I say, glorified this sword, or sort of like but put my mind to it, like made some prayers and prepared it for and all, just to make it more intimate. Yes, more intimate. And so this sword is then symbol of my loyalty, and basically me doing what I say. Yes, yes, and I call forth the power of my words. What? Yes, yes, yes. And every time I swing this sword, I can remember the good time and the bad time. Of course. I cannot do it like passively, because it's more of a stretch, not really fighting. If that's your concern. Yes, yes. Like I need to stretch my spine, so doing this sword movement, especially after having like been standing like for how do I say, like 5 hours straight, I pretty much need this sword. like but then I'm not standing straight. Yes, yes, I stand straight for like 1 2 hours, then I take this sword, like swing it a bit, and then back to post. And the purpose of this, of course, is all to raise your kundalini, the godly essence in you, to reach your full potential, because that's the continuation of nofap, kundalini, and you will know more about it when you enter into the realms of let's call it godliness. Yes, yes. You understand the kundalini and its mechanism, and the law of love, and courage and loyalty and all of that, and how it affects your persona, and yes, yes. And most importantly, like what I've learned from my kundalini experience is that everyone is family, like very like down into my core, like then it's kind of hard, when you view everyone as family, and then how you like interact with the world, like for real. You have a new perception. Yes, you have a new perception. You have a new way of doing things because, well, you really feel it. You're connected to everyone. Like everyone is like my flesh and blood. So, but this sword is just symbol of my desire actually to not give up, to keep on holding this flame higher and higher, almost like inspiration. There's a flaming angel. I think it's Archangel. Is it Michael? Yes, yes, yes. So I take this as a gift from God. Actually, how I got this sword, I just woke up one morning, like, hey, I'm doing a lot of boxing and stuff. Like, I need to rest. I need to rest for a bit. I need to rest for a bit. Like, but I want to stay active. I want to stay active. And when I'm standing, if I'm not doing anything, if I just box, I feel kind of bored. So I went to this place, and it was there hanging. Like my eyes, I couldn't believe it. The attraction, the love. Immediately, I felt like I felt myself like lusting for this sword, and I'm just like, I gotta have it. I gotta have it. Yeah, I gotta have it. I just in like my deepest fantasies, I've always like imagined myself like holding a sword, like very high, like a horse and all that shit. So when I saw it there, my eyes, I couldn't believe it. And when I got it, it's like my first kiss. Yes, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. So I'll be playing with this sword and, of course, doing keep on raising my Kundalini and always striving more, like more knowledge, more, more of this whole pursuit of being good, and all. But also another thing I must just like put in there: if you have like Kundalini experiences and you know what you like set your mind to do, like open your third eye, throat chakra, and do all that shit. But one thing I tell you, if you have an open third eye, then you should work on your throat chakra because it is the centering point for the like laser otherworldly vision. And standing, of course, makes your root chakra much stronger and your crown chakra much more capable. So you should think about it. You should think about it. You will need a stronger root chakra when you have a much more like, how do I say it, fast third chakra like running for you. Yes, because your life will not be the same. Your life will not be the same, and it's not like many like think about like you become crazy or no, no, you're fully aware of it. Why? Because you've done this consciously. You've done this consciously, especially for me. Especially for me, like when my third eye opening and all that process, I was conscious. I was conscious, and actually practicing martial arts helped me get over the scarcity of it. The scarcity of it, and also like. Man, it's a whole lot of knowledge, like history, all that. Yes, Kundalini, perhaps the greatest teacher of man. But also, like some honorable mention, like the God tree, like knowing like where you are, like there is a world map. but there is also a spiritual map, like knowing where you are, like spiritually, all that with awakening. Actually, when I awakened, I was terrified. I was terrified because I was like back to the state of baby. Well, that's how it felt, and then I had to like nurture myself, and especially like remember those loving moments that I had. Why? Because like your heart gets renewed, like you view the world with fresh eyes. Everything is new. Everything is new, and yes, going through that experience and like working with my root chakra to ground myself especially because it is very important. You cannot like keep on just hovering above with all those energies like running on your like spine, crown chakra, and feeling all that, and diet and all that. It's best if you like work a lot on your root chakra. Actually, that's the main thing I would like advise if you're doing even third eye like meditation to work on your root chakra and standing a lot, like 2 hours straight, 1 hour straight. Sitting is good. Sitting is good. Sitting is good. You should do sitting as well. Sitting, quiet the mind, close your eyes in meditation. That I would recommend to do like how do I say like 15 minutes. 15 minutes, 20 minutes is enough sitting, but standing is even more important. Why? Because grounding is more important than vision. Well, I can put it like that. Grounding is more important than vision. If you have a good vision, you see all like the potential, all the creation, all that you can like make. You feel like a king, like so awesome, so good. But then if you're not grounded, what happens? You act a bit well, not in how would I say good relation with your environment, but it's perfectly normal. It's perfectly normal. Like if an awakened person saw you, they'll just like say, "Hey, welcome, there." Good, good. But the normal person won't like you. Won't like you. Why? Because it will seem almost like you're boasting a lot. You know that quote from Bruce Lee, "Be water, my friend, be water." Like that's it. That's it. You must learn how to flow, how to swim after you awaken. And I don't know if you've heard like that quote, like a human being is like a fish in water, but this fish only is not aware of the water around. But when you awaken, you then notice, oh, I'm in the ocean. And this sort of like happens like in 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 a funny way. Like the fish swims around, and then finally it's like swims up to the top, and then like gets a view, and then it sees, oh, this is it. This is the reality. But then you know what? Another thing, the fish cannot live in that other reality because it's another realm. So the fish then goes up. But what happens? The fish is never the same afterwards. No, the fish is never the same. The fish now knows I am capable. I am capable. Or the lion now knows I am capable. Or the chicken now knows I am capable. Like I've got this in my hands. Only God now and me. I'll be nice to everyone. I won't give up. Like now I know. Now I know. Like yeah. Now I know. I know. Like oh now I really am God. Yes. I'm the son of God now. Because now I know. Now I know. But that's about it, about awakening. But it can be a very painful experience. Painful experience. But also another thing I could like advise, like if you're having a hard time grounding your awakening, go to church. Actually, prayer is very good. Like I know when you go to church, you would want to confess and do all those things, but I recommend you don't do that. Why? Why? Because the one you're confessing to might not have done the things that you have gone through. Meaning they would have no knowledge on how to help you, and they might like make you scared. Why? I know Jesus is good. Jesus is good and all that shit. It's love, but these experiences, if you can, at your best, like keep it in sync with Jesus all the time, or with God, or with whatever you call it. But now you know you are God basically. So but prayer is very important, and expressing love. Like I know you would go through like very like crazy shit, and not in the physical, but in the spiritual, like higher realms. And why is that so? The purpose of it is to teach you the hardship of life, but also love, family, like holding together, all that shit. Like let's say you're awakened, you're supposed to be like I call it like universally employed. Like meaning you awaken now, you should be able to feel like the hardship of another person in another corner of the world, and like be able to act accordingly, like a family member would, like because you will have that instinct like instantly when your third eye awakens. And then the story everyone was has told, like it will feel like an out of body experience. But let's put it like this: it's I call it the the bathing, or it's like showering the soul. Yes, it's like bathing, showering the soul. So it will feel nice. But you might also feel like you're in this place now, but you're in another place, like instantly, almost as if you've become like everywhere. You get it? So it is very important prayer, especially prayer. Why? Because your voice, your sound, it says, I am here, I am present. And then standing is grounding you to your center, to your center. And eventually, you will like grasp how it works, but also your individuality will shine through, but more with this sense of like purpose, like for not only for like your family, like we're most like wired to, but everyone, humanity as a whole, like take care of the planet. Yes, Kundalini shit. Very good, very good. But I advise using this sword and the candle meditation. The candle meditation is also very good, very good. And of course, prayer. But I should also like explain this. Like I'm Christian or baptized in the Christian faith, but when I've kind of like lost it, I was waking up. Like I felt like a child again, and I was scared, terrified, even of the people I've known like all the time. Why? Because not because I felt weak. No, because like I was born again, and it's almost as if I didn't know them. You get it? But I know them. That's the thing. I know them. I recall like all the experiences we've had, but it felt like I don't know them. But then when they approached me like with love again, and I sort of like, how do I call it? Felt more and more like how do I call it? But now it's a different feeling. It's a different feeling. I would say connected, connected. Yes, with them especially because I was being myself, like not afraid, not shy, very like playful. Like, hey, who's this kid? Is this the same guy I've known like all day, all along? Like suddenly I'm like this new person, this new angel, and I'm acting like, hey, and actually the way I communicate like evolved, evolved, like my voice, my communication, basically my day-to-day skills just brought to a new level. So it was like birthing anew, but also death. Why? Because when woke, I woke like I would not say death, but also like death, but a birth too. Death in the sense that I've known like this whole parkour I've made to the chakras and everything. Like I have all the recognitions of it, but now I'm like in a fresh, like really fresh start. Like it's almost like I feel loved. I feel loved from the deepest of my core. Like I feel loved like by everyone. But then I feel free because I'm not like that that yeah, let's call it God. But basically, you understand a little bit about the Kundalini and all. It can be scary. It can be scary. But also another thing, like once activated, I think you should like continue training, doing stuff, uh, and especially not become like inactive, frozen. No, no. If anything, keep on swinging, keep on swinging, keep on dancing, keep on moving, keep on moving. Especially in the early like stages when it all is become like very psychological. Keep on swinging, keep on moving, keep on like jogging. I don't know, like shadow boxing. That's what I've done, like shadow boxing, like real martial art shit. Like keep on doing that, keep on doing that, keep on doing that. But also it's like very generational. Like in astrology they talk about generational like planets. Yes, that's another stuff. But enjoy your gifts, enjoy your gifts, and play play. Like just bring that happy positive vibe and attitude everywhere you go. Be be God. Yes, I am the son of God, but I am God, the living son. Yeah, tell mom. Thank you. Blessings. Hail Mary, ten man is with thee, blessed art thou among women, blessed is the fruit of thy womb, and Lord, Lord, ten man, Holy Mary, all of them, and pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Thank you, Madre Mary, and you too, all the angels out there in the world doing good. Archangel Orion, keep on guiding us. Amen. Thank you, Gabriel. So that's about it. Namaste. Yeah, namaste. Namaste. Hey, let your inner child play.